You'll help? They're in the ruins. The city, it's all collapsed. You can't see the ghouls. Just the yellow eyes and the smell.
Anyone you find, bring them here. We'll make sure they finish their days in comfort.
3, 2...
Shut it off! Shut it off! Everyone okay?
Just a few burns. I'm sorry, sir. We didn't get anything.
What's your team trying to do?
We're supposed to get the old city computer systems back online. My team's been soldering hardware for weeks.
Problem is, some of the power systems are still operational. We keep hitting electrical surges, someone's going to get killed.
Engineering Team Gamma was supposed to find the generators and set them to emergency mode, but that ain't happening now.
Don't tell me. The friendly terrace wildlife is causing problems?
That's what they keep telling us.
The generators are outside the safe zone. Area's crawling with rat ghouls and prowlers. Until someone regulates the power, my team can't do a thing. I'm sure you've got your own problems, but if you can lend a hand, don't be shy.
You saved my life.
Hey, it's no big deal.
I can't believe you came. He was so close. I could feel his breath on my skin.
Relax. Everything's gonna be alright.
I'm finally going home.
I'm the cavalry. Let's get you out of this mess.
I was about to give up. Thank you. Thank you.
The Lake team says they heard you at work. Given the size of those blasts, I'm surprised we didn't down here. Any problems detonating those bombs?
No trouble. It was more fun than trying to defuse them.
I wouldn't know. Sounds like your life is a bit more exciting than mine. But there's good news. I told the Republic the swamp is clear, and they instantly gave the go. No more bureaucratic boondoggle. Now we'll double time it until the pipeline is done. Those colonists are gonna feel a lot better when they can afford a shower.
Medic! Don't worry. You're safe now. We'll give you something to help you sleep. You did good. Maya says that's all that's left alive. If it wasn't for you, every one of those men would have turned rat ghoul. Oh, I wish I could have been there.
It'd have been nice to have an extra blaster or two for the good guys.
Well, you put my men to shame. Ever consider a career in military service? Soon as those boys pass quarantine, we'll get them to a real hospital. Whatever they need, it's theirs on the Republic's tab. And I'll tell them, it's all thanks to you.
How's it looking, Imani?
Our readings are stable, sir. No reason we can't go in.
Power generators are reset. And it's you we have to thank, am I right?
I'll take credit. Assuming I get paid for my troubles.
I'll find something for you. We should get back to it. We've lost time, and there's still a long way to go before systems integrity is restored.
Pleasure working with you, sir.
Maskile is baklak, kaniga. Karogia gia Israel Christai, Dasnia sia lagia ristik. Apresquemos, bava mirgalia vimos del horizonto.
This world's still a mess. What kind of help were you expecting to find here?
Padra vimos brandimus prostis cad adveretag. Smal sio popudus mana ira padare mananan kali.
That should be easy enough.
Vataranai angomis akananorm alas protas era. Gratai apticte irprit vertini savasia sa vebe caegis.
You boys make me sick. Did you think terrace was beaches and pretty girls? What, working on your tan? We came here to make credits, but the credits aren't here, are they? They're out there.
Trust me, If there was money in those swamps, I'd be able to smell it.
Maybe not actual cash, but there's a lot of people offering a lot of credits for work out in those swamps. We just gotta take a few scans of the sliding plate so the Republic knows it's safe to rebuild. How hard is that? But no, all the retired soldiers, security officers, and bounty hunters in the Republic are no match for readouts on structural damage.
That place is crawling with those rat ghoul things. You saw what happened to Cal.
You're really gonna pass up the most lucrative opportunity of your careers on account of some oversized rats?
Exactly how lucrative would you say this job is?
Lucrative enough. Why? You interested? You take this scanning device out to the big sliding plate and bring back the data, and I'll give you the majority cut. If the money on offer is any indication, the Republic needs this data badly, and I ain't leaving empty-handed.
All I care about is my fee.
Glad to hear it. And don't let all this talk of rat ghouls scare you. They're blaster fodder.
Ubude waralu ful kuleg ukunet ugustama akukuzaudu. Afetwata jeng umpurezunta urze serge jesu persentatu.
All I need now is my fee.
Pruvata galgus sugaratu taz del sabek muzu maruf.
Stand your ground. You're hired help with the reconstruction? Not a scavenger, I take it. I'm Devin Race. The Jedi Masters gave me permission to come planetside. Exploratory mission to the old Jedi Enclave.
I haven't heard anything about a Jedi Enclave.
Centuries back, the Jedi had an outpost on Terrace. They left shortly before the world burned. I'm here to recover anything left behind. But between the fauna and the looters, I haven't had much luck. We were hoping for holocrons, diaries, Jedi history. In truth, we knew it was a long shot.
You didn't think you'd find anything, why bother?
With the Order in disarray, and the Coruscant Temple lost, we need to tap every resource we can find. We're building a future. Master Sovarte warned me that any artifacts left behind would be hidden, protected, sealed in ferrocrete pillars or disguised as statues. Our tools are lightsabers and blasters. If you can cut away the outer layers, find anything from the Enclave in these ruins, bring it to me. I'd be grateful. Good to see you again. Incredible. You actually went through the ruins. Here it is. The history of the Jedi on Terrace. Artifacts I don't even recognize. Exactly what we need to rebuild the Order.
I was hoping for a little more than that.
It's a good deed done, but I can compensate you somehow, if you like. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And may the Force be with you.
Well, what do we have here? Back and with all your limbs, huh? Not frothing at the mouth? Hey, you lazy slugs! Pay attention while I hand your pay over to someone more deserving. You did good work. These scans will be a big boost to the rebuilding effort. And I can finally get these boys back home to their mamas.
Hey, it's no big deal.
Get out while you can. There's nothing they can pay to make this job worth it. Take your ship and get out. There's no amount of hazard pay to make this worth it. Like rat ghouls aren't bad enough. They need to start breeding in the middle of a blasted nuclear reactor. Makes them twice the size and mean.
That made no sense at all. Try again.
Name's Laris Kowzak. The Republic hired us to clear this wasteland for settlement. What a joke. I went into the rat ghoul warren right over that way, with 24 men. I'm the only one who crawled out alive. They're swimming in radiation. They've mutated into monsters that don't slow down even when you blast their brains onto the wall.
You're about to see a real live hero in action.
If they aren't destroyed down to the last beast, the whole settlement will be a graveyard. Once you're done, if you live, talk to Androclus Methodius there. He's heading up this task force.
We are here on a mission of mercy. I am recording this hollow journal to preserve our efforts for posterity. All evidence indicates that Rakuls are not beasts, but formerly sentient victims of a plague that mutates the body and mind. It was Sith science that created the plague. And where the Force has corrupted, perhaps the Force can also heal. We have set our camp near a raccoon lair, but have had little luck making contact with the creatures. We take heart that our theories are sound, for there is a palpable dark side presence coming from the lair. It is that influence we must combat to turn back the plague. Masters Trey Trimble and Lucana are dead. They ventured too close to the lair and were attacked. There was something else leading the Racools. It seemed impervious to the power of the Force. I fear we've now drawn its attention. We are being picked off one by one. We have doused our fire, but still they find us. They seem to smell the Force in us. The light draws out their own darkness. We were wrong. This is far worse than a plague. They cannot be saved. I hope we still can.
The Racools are dead.
And the other things? The big ones? What were they? You know what? Long as they're dead, I don't give a bantha's backside. Let the Jedi figure it out.
One of your mercs asked me to clean up some mutant Racools he couldn't handle.
And? I trust you've come to collect the reward. If you've destroyed those berserkers, it's well worth it. I don't know what they're thinking, opening this place to colonization.
The last of the active bombs just disappeared from the grid. I can't thank you enough.
You can give me the credits you promised.
I hoped you'd have a change of heart, but here you go, as promised. Thank you.
We heard the good news.
The governor wishes to...
The governor wishes to congratulate you herself. You've done some truly incredible work for Terrace. Every last person here is in your debt.
Are there any other problems that need attention, Governor?
I can't imagine asking any more of you. I'm certain there will be many more challenges to overcome as we continue our work. But I'm also certain your heroic example will inspire everyone who works to make Terrace the brightest point in the Republic.
I won't mind if you name something after me. Maybe with a big, impressive plaque.
We'll be sure to keep that in mind. Travel safely.
I love Nar Shaddaa. This is the place you get everything you never knew you wanted. The only laws are the ones people make with bribes or blasters. It's good to be home again.
Maybe you can show me the sights, gorgeous.
Nice try, but we're here on business, not pleasure. There's a hut here named Druga who has a prototype starship engine. We need it to find Nocdrayan's fortune. Druga and I made a deal. He'll trade the starship engine for that caged beast.
How can that slobbering creature be worth a ship engine?
It's the last male Shanjaru in the galaxy. The species is pretty much extinct. That makes it valuable. Druga's hosting a giant moving party on his pleasure barge. It stops periodically at different locations. Right now, it's on the promenade. I sent Druga several messages, but he never replied. You'll have to make contact the old-fashioned way.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't worry. Druga's feasts are elaborate 40-course meals. He's probably too busy gorging himself to bother with a hollow. Before you go, one more thing. I know there's a price on your head from Rogan the Butcher over some business on Ord Mantell. Word on the HoloNet is, Rogan's personal bounty hunter is here on Nar Shaddaa. His name's Zank Helrot. Watch out for him.
You think Zank is here for me?
It may only be a coincidence, but better safe than sorry. The sooner we finish our business with Druga, the sooner we can be someplace Zank Helrot isn't. Have fun at the party.
If
If you know what's good for you, don't set foot outside this spaceport. It's practically a war zone. I'm Minister Plenid with the Republic's Diplomatic Corps. I was almost killed out there. The Kintan King's gang controls this part of Nar Shaddaa. They're violent and well-armed Niktos who hate the Republic. The gang attacked me right out on the street in full view of everyone. My bodyguards were dead before I knew what was happening.
Why are you bugging me with this?
We're all of us, in terrible danger. The murders aren't the worst of it. My bodyguards all carry Republic passcodes, and now the gangsters have them. With those passcodes, the Kintan King can slip right through our security. We'll be defenseless.
How much are those security passcodes worth to you?
I suppose trusting a mercenary I've never met before is better than the alternative. If you recover the security passcodes from the Kintan Kings, I promise you'll be compensated. Just not by me. The Kintan Kings who shot my bodyguards are still outside the spaceport. They have the passcodes, I'm sure of it.
This is a disaster, Barish. How can I deal with enemies who don't negotiate?
Ya power golka, Doroni kuna wawunda donko.
They understood getting smacked down, I can tell you that.
Nakma noya choski nawi kuchuzu, yo mata chitoya.
Minister Plenid sent word you were bringing our security passcodes. The Republic is in your debt. I'm Ambassador Averdon. This is Barish Fenak Toril, one of the system's most prominent business leaders. Welcome.
Somebody
want to explain what's going on?
I'm afraid we're at war with the underworld. My mission is to establish strong Republic ties on Nar Shaddaa. We need its technological assets to defend ourselves against the Empire. Nar Shaddaa's leaders sold us an entire sector to use as our base of operations. Unfortunately, it's overrun with Kintan King gangsters.
Their days are numbered. That's a promise.
I should warn you. These are no ordinary criminals. The Kintan Kings want us out of their territory, and they're winning. A Jedi who was helping us was found butchered in the open street. Those gangsters did horrible things to him.
Why can't things be easy, just once?
It is an inconceivable tragedy that such a strong young Jedi could die so easily. Morgukai are a Nikto cult. Jedi hunters trained to resist the Force.
Personally, I think the Force is overrated.
In this case, you may be right. The gangsters' attack on Minister Plenid was a diversion. Their true goal was hijacking a Republic military freighter carrying cybernetic combat implants. We don't need Kintan Kings with enhanced speed and strength. When you have the implants, take them to an arms merchant named Nurculus. He secretly works for Barish.
Situation is like navigating an asteroid field.
Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka. Jaskruni do pat kurira, do kanki kung. Tahumpa, murirava pupa chipampa wula.
If you hate it here so much, just move somewhere else.
Kuna mo. Uban Johnny Alipa. Istin koto. O grani tampio da pushi wompa. Putula musta. Mistuka mo go to parchi chisa domba.
You got a brilliant plan, right?
Toga wata kiko uba kini wata buki donko. Jonki faguta chiho poda ji oto vokise.
For the right price, I'll plant the immobilizers.
Oya tuka changa go tula do bata wana wanki. Uchusa yo mata chitoya asubi mota uipa. Umba hupa chikilia umpasa do biska.